This is Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
Hello, pet parents, pet lovers. This is Michelle Fern, host of Best Bets for Pets on Pet Life Radio. Okay, it's soon going to be raining like crazy. Maybe not in your neck of the world, but in mine. And you want to keep your pet covered. I have a great solution. And not only do they have raincoats, they have a whole lot of great products for your pet. Stay tuned. We're going to be right back.
Not pumped about cleaning the litter box? Try World's Best Cat Litter Zero Mess, the litter that gives you 2 times better clumping and more odor control with less litter. That's right. You scoop once and you're done. No chiseling, no scraping, no crumbling, no problem. Looking for fast and easy litter box cleanup? Zero Mess. Try it. You're welcome in advance. Save $2 on World's Best Cat Litter. Visit www.saveonworldsbest.com.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back, everyone. I'd like to introduce Lars Lund. He is the sales director of the Americas for KRUUSE. Welcome, Lars.
Thank you, Michelle. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
No, we're good here. We're getting ready for the winter season with all the things people need for that.
And where I am, we're getting ready for summer and rain. So Tell us first, for people that don't know, KRUUSE has many products. We're going to talk about one of your newer ones, but for people that are listening that maybe aren't aware of what KRUUSE is, tell them about the company a bit.
So KRUUSE, we're a fairly old company which have our root in the veterinary market, where we have developed the famous Elizabethan collar. We invented that many years ago. We're probably more known with your listeners with our BUSTER Cube. So 25 years ago, we launched the BUSTER Cube, which is this interactive food cube where you put treat into, and that's still going strong. And that sort of like has led us a little bit into the more consumer products. But many of our products, all of them have a bit of a sort of like a veterinary DNA. So we think about that these things are things which solve problems for dogs and pet parents, and that becomes part of the veterinarians when they work with the dogs and recommend how they best can solve the various issues that dogs and pet parents face.
Well, we're glad we have KRUUSE products because they do solve a lot of problems. Now, the BUSTER Aqua Raincoats are, I think they're wonderful because they're very lightweight, and Mr. Z does not like anything on him. He's a 50-pound mutt that I love and adore, but he doesn't like to wear anything, and I was shocked because he did not mind the raincoat at all. He was pretty comfortable in it, and he has another one, but he tends to, when it's on him, stand still. Tell us how the idea for the raincoat came about.
Okay, so the KRUUSE has been making coats for approximately 10 years. I mean, coats is a fairly new category of products for dogs, but there are dogs which do need coats in terms of retaining heat and also for comfort, and also in terms of dogs which do live in flats and houses that they need to also be protected from the rain and snow. So it's just so no messy when they get back into the flat or the house. So we have developed a range of coats that we've had for approximately 10 years. But now recently, we wanted to up that a little bit and make it a bit more fun and cute. So our design team, they made various mood boards. And one of the mood boards that they came up with was this rainy theme, where they then they took a lot of inspiration out of raincoats from the human market. And we came up with this nice little raincoat which has a hood and 4 legs and reflective and in very bright colors. The bright yellow particularly is extremely popular. We just launched that to the pet trade in March at Global Pet Expo in Orlando, and when people were just mad with it, they loved it. It's so cute. And this little hood, it looks like a little fisherman from Norfolk standing there.
That's a cute image with the fisherman. But what I like about it is that it's very lightweight, and I like that it has a little bit of puffiness to it.
Yes, we did. I mean, when our designers worked, we thought about should we put puff in it or should we not? But for the comfort, we did it, and then it also actually serves the purpose of help retaining more heat. And there are many dogs where it actually is good that they don't get too cold and also that they retain heat. That actually helps them often, with joints, or if they are just out of hospital, it can do a lot of good for them to retain their body heat as a form of helping cure them faster.
And I don't know where this idea came from, but I think it's ingenious because I'm always wondering, I have some pet clothes. I use clothes more as function rather than dress up for my pets. That's just something that I believe. And this to me is a function item. It's not a dress up. But the hanger that you have the product on that it comes with is very useful and very clever. I've never seen anything like it, and it's just a hanger, so folks can imagine how wonderful this raincoat is.
Yeah. I mean, we came up with a nice little hanger, so it displays nice in the stores, and it's flexible, so it can hang. We do listen a lot to our customers and to our distributors, and try and make things better. So this is, I believe, the second version of our hanger, and we've improved on that. Well, we do have a couple of things which is all like a trademark on our coats, which is we have a double waterproof zipper on the back of the coat. So if you do want to use a harness with your dog, you can open it up there, and if you don't want to do it, it can stay closed and there will be no water coming in there. And we also have in the neck, we also have a flap which goes over a little hole where we can go in and get and attach the leech to the collar. There's nice little features which just make walking your dog with the coat a lot easier.
It's very clever, and that just says a lot about KRUUSE as a company. And yes, of course, the hanger for the stores, but even for the consumer, it's a great way for storing because there's not a lot of ways to hang your pet clothes that you need to, especially when they're not in use. And I love the features that you have that you think about, so you truly think about the pet parent, and think what might their needs be and how can we solve them, it just says a lot about KRUUSE as a company. Lars, what are some of the other types of products that KRUUSE has?
We also just recently at the Global Pet Expo launched a new range of collars and leashes. I mean, it's a everyday thing for pet parents that they do need. We have a neoprene mesh series which has a very nice soft neoprene on the inside and then a reflective on the outside, and also we have a line with the mesh which is breathable. Some of the also the handles are very nice made with the neoprene in the handle, so you don't get a burn in your hand when your dog is pulling you. That's also nice. And we even have a bungee leash as well, which also takes a little bit of that shock absorption when the dog is pulling. And then also we launched a range of round leashes in 2 diameters and 2 lengths, which is also very popular. A lot of people like these. Right now we have them in many bright colors, so we can make a little bit of a fashion statement there. Another product range that we launched is toys. I mean, we launched some very, very heavy-duty TPA rubber toys, phthalate-free and BPA-free. So they are really good and really, really strong, some with rope in and some without rope. But everybody who has a dog know that you really need toys for them. It's probably what you buy the most of, and some last longer than others. But here we have what we call a very durable range of toys in different shapes and balls and bones and stuff like that, which are quite nice. Another product is the sensory ball, which is a nice little ball which has a sort of like a textured edge. It has different colors. It has a little smell. And it has a squeaker inside. That's one of a very popular product. Actually, my own dog's favorite toy at the moment.
It's nice when you can keep your animals engaged with the toys, especially when it's your fur baby. I say animals, but I think of them as my kids. But when, your fur baby, especially if they are by themselves, it's just they're the only ones in the household, or they're with maybe a senior pet that is not that interested in the toy. Sometimes some of the senior ones, after when they're like in their 13, 14, year old dogs, just in my case, lose interest in the toys, but the younger one still wants to play. So if you have that household situation, or if you have, one dog, it really helps to engage them in toys.
I really like when my own dog just picks up his favorite toy and come over to me and put it in front of me. Daddy, I want to play. So that's
exactly.
Yeah. you've chosen a good toy then.
That's wonderful. Now, where can people find the KRUUSE products?
So KRUUSE, we are available in most of the online platforms like Amazon and Walmart, but we also do have select retailers, boutiques, which find our products and provide our products. We also have KRUUSE247.com, where people also can access and find our products. We had some retailers which were really keen on the Aqua dog coat. I remember a couple from New York which was really said this is just what we've been looking for, because there's not a lot of four-legged raincoats with fur in these bright colors that we have out in the market. So definitely some are on their way to New York, I know that. So they will be able to find them in the boutiques. But if they go into KRUUSE247.com, at least they can get advice there. They can also ask questions if there are any retailers in their region, and we'll be happy to help them out.
Okay, so you have some specialty products in KRUUSE247.com that are not available elsewhere.
There we have the entire range available there. But also we can help if people prefer to go in and see. We can help advise a retailer in the closest retailer to wherever people live.
Right. If they prefer to go in person, then they know where to go. So that's a great feature.
Yeah, sure. We'll be happy to advise on that.
Now, can you give us, Lars, any scoop on some maybe new items coming up in the near future?
We have a lot of stuff that we are working on. We have beds. We have some nice beds which are coming, which also are matching with our raincoat jackets, two-colored raincoat jackets. And there is, I believe I think the team is working on a upgrade on another bed which should be more comfortable for elderly dogs, and that also we will launch. I think we have the night lights that we invented a long time ago to be seen. I think another version of that is in the making, but this is I shouldn't be saying too much about all these things, but there will be.
Don't say too much. We don't want to get you in trouble. Listen, Pet Life Radio is worldwide, and there's people all over the world, but just a little teaser maybe, because I know that KRUUSE always has the pet parent and the pet at heart. You always think about, the pet and the pet parent, and that says worlds about you, because you really think about it, and how you make the raincoat, making sure there's a spot for the leash or for, a harness. That's not everyone that produces products for dogs really think about. What does the pet parent need? What does the pet need?
We did, Michelle. We have launched a product that we are trialing in our home country. We are Danish, as your listeners might recall. In Scandinavia, we have have a patented technology for fish oil, which we encapsulate in an emulsion. And that one we are trialing at the moment in Scandinavia. The good thing about that is that the actual oil, when it is in the emulsion, it doesn't float on the top of the stomach in there. It gets really absorbed, so it doesn't smell that much, and it gets completely absorbed. It doesn't go bad. So that's a nice new product that we have, that we are at the moment launching in Scandinavia and getting the first feedback on that, and then tweaking, and then hopefully next year we would be ready to launch that in America.
Well, wonderful. Lars, thank you for coming on Best Bets for Pets and telling us about KRUUSE products and about the new BUSTER Aqua Raincoats that are available, as well as the other KRUUSE products. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you very much, Michelle. Always a pleasure, and we look forward to being back next time. We have more things that we can reveal for you and your listeners.
What a great interview. I'd like to thank Lars from KRUUSE. It's always a pleasure to have KRUUSE on the show. They truly have your fur baby in mind when they're producing their products. I'd like to thank Nikki and Mr. Z for testing the BUSTER Aqua Raincoats. They looked adorable, and they had, they really enjoyed them on them. They enjoyed wearing them, and Mr. Z hates to put anything on, so I was pleasantly surprised. I'd like to thank my producer, Mark Winter, for making me and my guests sound great, and my fur kids for keeping me on my toes, and of course my listeners for just sending me questions and feedback, and for listening to Best Bets for Pets. We've been on the air now 7 years, so keep listening. There's so many great shows coming up.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.